Alright guys, Nettspend has never been the most liked rapper, but so far the hate in his career has actually propelled him. However, recently it seems like it's starting to do the exact opposite, and by that I mean literally stop him from properly releasing his music, because his lead single for his upcoming tape was just blocked by Warner Records on YouTube, reportedly because Deftones was not messing with the artistic vision of the music video, and I'll get into whether or not that's true. So anyways, I'm gonna explain what happened with Nettspend's recent single, but also the track record he's had now with just not being respected as an artist. A couple examples are Pureborn being embarrassed to be seen with him, and Lucky laughing in his face. So anyways, let's get into it. So if you didn't know, Nettspend has had this song that sampled Deftones that he's pretty much teased at every performance he's done for like the last 3 months. He did it at Rolling Loud, he performed it at Summer Smash, he performed it at his shows, and the amount of hype surrounding this single is probably the most any artist has had around their music in this scene for a while. So when it was announced that the single was dropping, everyone was pretty excited. Of course, there was the normal hate, but you know, internet comment sections, there's always people just trying to get likes, and I really don't think people hated it that much because most of the comments were quite positive. No way Deftones cleared it, the underground is saved. No way y'all can listen to this and still call Nettspend trash. And this was actually like a consistent theme. A lot of people really mess with Nothing Like You, and it kind of flipped their opinion on Nettspend. Hating on Nettspend was kind of like a trend, so you know, the narrative kind of getting flipped was definitely a big deal. He's generational, been saying this, but of course there was still the regular hate. I'm not gonna act like people weren't hating, but the overall sentiment was this song had a lot of hype around it and a lot of people were waiting to hear it. Gotta be honest, Nettspend dropping the Deftones song Tonight is the most important song to drop in the past 3 years. If you don't support Tonight, don't claim the underground ever again. That's what Hyperpop Daily said. And people were even applauding Deftones for clearing the sample. By the way, they've done this for like Destroy Lonely and Hard Rock in the past as well. The song it samples is a song called Entombed, by the way. And at first the reaction was pretty tame, you know. People are just making jokes about the music video in which he was like flying or levitating. Me, when I turned creative mode on, the inspiration was like this Burberry ad. So some people are like, yo, did Stun McFlip this, whatever. It was directed by some dude named Nolan Riddle, and it was just like cool music video, I guess. There was nothing like that crazy about it. But about like 8 hours into it, this tweet or supposed tweet from Chino Marino, one of Deftones' members, who tweeted, I cleared a sample for this rapper named Nettspend, and his music video for the song is him flying like a... I honestly cannot even say that word. It's like a slur now, but it starts with R. You can probably guess what it is. And it blew up, all right? However, it turned out that it was actually fake, all right? But before it turned out it was fake, it had already spread through like the whole underground news cycle. And everyone, not everyone actually, but a lot of people were rejoicing. This one person said, holy shit, unclear this at Deftones, God is good. But guess what? The tweet was fake, and you can tell by like, just look at the likes and reposts. Another thing is if you look at the tweet history for the member of Deftones, he hasn't tweeted in like 3 years. So there's no way he would just randomly tweet something like that. And then the song was taken down by Warner Music Group on YouTube. So here's the thing. What's really confusing is if the sample wasn't cleared, the song would be taken down on all platforms, not just YouTube. It would have been taken down on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, everywhere, but it's still up on all those platforms. You know what I mean? It's just gone off of YouTube. And the comments were kind of funny. Bro didn't get permission for the sample, lol. Bro got pump faked. Bruh. Nah, what? So people were pretty surprised. Other people were also saying it was cleared. It was just Warner's auto copyright system that messed up. Don't worry about it. So let me explain to you something because I do YouTube. So the auto copyright system could detect your song, but they won't automatically strike a song, because a strike, if you get 3 strikes on a channel can be terminated permanently within like a 6-month period or something. So they don't just automatically strike songs. They detect them and then they take the ad revenue from them. However, labels do have people working for them whose job is just to find people who are abusing copyright, meaning they're like using some of their artists' music and posting it for profit. So it could have been Warner Music taking it down because the sample wasn't cleared, but it doesn't make sense that it was just taken down off of YouTube. However, I do have one theory. I believe taking a song off of Spotify and Apple Music is a little tougher. So when leakers will like hack artist Spotify pages or whatever, and they'll post songs to their pages, a lot of times it'll take like 2 or 3 days to take down the song. So I think that it could be being taken down off of all streaming platforms. It just can't be taken down immediately. It's also a bit unfortunate because not only was it taken down on the specific music video for the song, by the way, the song's called That One Song. Nothing Like You was also taken down because at the end of the song, they tease the Deftones snippet song. By the way, the Deftones subreddit was not messing with Nettspend's song whatsoever. I'm gonna just read some of the comments. Oh god, that was a terrible song. You're pushing 30, you got off Reddit, Unk. That's like a Nettspend fan. You listen to Nettspend, your opinion is invalid. Oof, that's a bad song, right? It's so damn awful. And why are people in the YT comments praising this? Or did I just get whooshed? You definitely got whooshed. This is one of the comments. I used to have a small, I'm not gonna say that, Hut Jr., but this song was able to fix that. My wife's boyfriend, oh my god, I'm not even, okay, whatever. Just read it. I tried to listen to the quote unquote music. I swear. Damn, is this actually real, lol? This new generation is screwed. I mess with Nett's music, but this song just ain't it. Like bro got talent, but he just messed it up, and I've like entombed since I was like 4, and he really messed it up. Listen to the song in question, and I can confirm that while being trash, still on everything on Ohms. Keep crying. And you know, most of these people are super old. Like some person said, it's not for them, and they should be okay with that. I mean, since when have like older people ever had that reaction to like, I guess, younger music? Nobody in that subreddit is under 34. So basically, Deftones fans were not messing with it at all. That doesn't really have to do with the sample clearance, but maybe the band wasn't messing with it either. I mean, I doubt they really thought like Destroy Lonely and Hard Rock were like that great either. Because you gotta understand, they're pretty old. And most of these Deftones fans are pretty old as well. Because Deftones has been around for like, what, 30 years? Like crazy. And of course, some fans still had his back. You can't silence this greatness. But I do think it's a problem, you know. That was like his entire rollout. You know, music videos are super important. I think it being taken down was like a good, it definitely got people talking, but I think the music video itself, because the song was so hyped, got people talking already. But I will say this single wasn't actually as good as Nothing Like You. I think it was all right. It's not as catchy and doesn't have the same replay value as Nothing Like You. The sample is cool. The intro is a bit too long. It starts off nice. I like when the kicks come in. It's like cool, but and you know, got like a couple listens from me, and I was listening to it, but it's just not as catchy as Nothing Like You. I think people will still go crazy for it. It just had a lot of hype around it. The whole Deftones sample thing is kind of unfortunate, and it definitely hurts him. But another thing I wanted to talk about too, which is what the beginning of the video was, it's kind of how people just don't respect Nettspend, which honestly, I can kind of see why. Because if you listen to a Nettspend song, you know, there's no way someone that's like over 27 can listen, or even like 25 can listen to it and be like, yo, this is for me. I don't really think it's for that generation. It's kind of like just the truth of it. I think it's mostly just because he's like this white kid who raps the way he does, and his vocal style, of course. But I think it's also because he's somewhat of like a meme. You know what I mean? You know how there's that like brain rot term, Nettspend nuggets? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's Nettspend, or you know what I mean? Like his name doesn't really carry the same weight, if I'm being honest, you know, as like a fan. And I'm not saying Osama-san is so much better. I feel like they're both kind of like the butt of a lot of jokes, but Nettspend is definitely a lot worse. There's like a clip of Lucky laughing right in his face at like a party.
Hey y'all, life's so random.
And recently, Pure Born and him had like dinner, or they were at the same place together. And Nettspend went on live and told everyone, yo, say hi. And Pure Born literally said, oh no, and covered his face.
Yo, tell him hi.
Oh, damn. Gotta be okay to camera.
Tell him hi, man.
I think the next day he was asked about it on live, and he was like, man, well, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, that would be a pretty cool duo. But you can clearly see that people don't, like this wouldn't happen to like Destroy Lonely, like 2-3 years ago, you know what I mean? Like Lucky wouldn't be like, yo guys, I'm with Destroy Lonely, ha, you know what I mean? So I don't really know what to say, like, you know, what do you do as an artist if that's your predicament? I think it's a bit unfortunate, the music video is being taken down and possibly even the single, but overall, I don't really think it hurts them that much. I think the hype for the tape is gonna be it's still like at an all-time high, you know what I mean? I think they just need to drop it like a month and a half. Like they can't wait after, like it's got to drop around September. Like maybe October is really pushing it, you know? The other thing too is as I said, this recent single wasn't that crazy. It had a lot of hype, and of course, whenever a single has that much hype, sometimes there's this thing called snippet syndrome. But this snippet wasn't really teased in its full quality, so I don't think people really had that. I just think that their expectations were really high, and it's really hard to meet that. But I still think it was a bit underwhelming. As I said, the replay value wasn't that crazy. If his tape doesn't hit, I'm not gonna lie, his career is really, it's probably, I don't know about finished, but it's gonna like plummet. You know what I mean? The easiest example is like Sofago. It's not really the same because Sofago did drop like this cool tape, but Sofago took like 2 years to drop or something, and his album was very mediocre. You know what I mean? I feel like Nettspend, by the way, it's hard to compare them because I guess you could say the artistry and just the level of potential they were at. I think Sofago definitely, people were expecting a lot more. Like, no one's expecting for Nettspend to sell even like 20K. Like, just 5, 10K is probably like cool, you know what I mean? I think Ian sold 17K, but you know, the push he's got behind him. So I just think that despite all of this, he probably just has to deliver and he'll be good. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's it. So the single, it probably just didn't get cleared properly. That's probably it. Another thing too about the whole thing, like them not like the music video, there's no way they saw the music video and were like, yo, this is horrible. Like that's not that weird to me. I don't think they would say that. And also to clear a sample, like they have to listen to the song, or they don't even have to listen to it, because think about it, they just have to be okay with somebody sampling their music, and they've done it in the past, so I doubt they wouldn't do it this time. Maybe Nettspend or his team didn't acquire the proper license and pay them or credit them properly. That could be the case. I really don't know, but yeah, not a great look, but at the same time, it's not that crazy. Like as long as you can hear the song that's out, you got the version, I'm cool with it. But yeah, that's all there really is. Anyways, thanks for watching. Take care. I know I didn't drop for a while, and I know this video is a little like choppy, like the flow wasn't that great. I was just kind of like talking. The reason for that is because I'm not gonna lie, and I hate making excuses. All those allegations videos kind of left like a bad taste in my mouth. Like I just didn't feel like recording, because whenever I would associate recording with like making videos on that type of shit. You know, that's not really what this channel is about. It's not about like, I don't really care about views like that. I'm not trying to just, it was just so much shit. I was like, all right, okay, I'm gonna make some videos on them, but you know, we're gonna get back on the main stuff, and I got a bunch of videos planned for you guys, so don't worry. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a nice day, and take care. All right, bye.